Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Andreea, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to create this beautiful sun-kissed makeup look. This is great if you love blush and bronzer because this is what this whole look mostly is all about. I'm gonna be using some new products, some old products. If you'd like to see how I've created this look, then please keep on watching. In summer, my skin is extremely oily. Usually I would say my skin is either dry or combination, but in summer it gets extremely oily. Not everywhere, but on T-zone, like 1 hour after I apply makeup, it's like I've applied oil on my face. That's how bad it starts to shine. And I've noticed that if I use less skincare, it doesn't mean less products, it means less quantity. So instead of using like 3 pumps of whatever serum I'm using, I'm only like using one moisturizer. I use a tiny little bit. The only product that I make sure I apply a good amount is my sunscreen. After I apply sunscreen, I don't feel the need of applying any primer. So I'm gonna go straight into my foundation. Today I'm gonna be using the Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation. This is an oil-free foundation. It has SPF 30, and I've started to use it about, I would say like 2 weeks ago. I got two colors, 340 Oak, and I got the other one Bamboo. Oak is my color when I have a self-tan. So right now I've applied self-tan everywhere except for my face, and I think I'm going to use about 2 pumps. Since I'm wearing a white dress, I don't want to apply anything on the back of my hand. That's why I've used this little candle support. And then this is a Refer P11A brush. So now I'm trying to match my face with the rest of my body. This foundation definitely has a great coverage. I said this on my IG, but if you get the color right for this foundation, it looks like a second skin. I also like to spread this down the neck. So I really buff this foundation into the skin. I don't have a lot of blemishes right now. I do have a little bit like right here, but those can be corrected. Now before I use concealer, I'm going to move on with this Laura Mercier. This is the Secret Camouflage in SC2. This is a great product, in particular for those of you who have imperfections like pimples, redness. I would say this is the perfect product for spot concealing whatever imperfections you have on your skin, because it's more dry. I see a lot of people using this under the eyes. I'm like, wow, like your under eyes are so perfect, because this for my under eyes, it's incredibly dry. When you touch it, you can feel how super dry it is, which makes it perfect for spot concealing. I will take this tiny little brush, this is the 220 Precision brush from Fenty, and just mix the two colors. I've got a really big one right here. Then with my finger, I just go over that spot. I would rather take a little bit more time to do this than to apply another layer of foundation just to cover these. Pat McGrath Sublime Perfecting Concealer. You already know I love this. I'm using light medium 9. You only need a tiny little bit, because literally a little goes a long way. I mean, check this out. The coverage is insane. And then I'm taking one of my favorite brushes for concealer. All my friends who got this told me that it changed their life. Basically does the job for you. It's the Sephora 57 brush, but you will find it in my description box. Blush, Glossier Cloud Paint. I guess these are two of my favorite colors. I've got them all and I use them all the time. This is a mistake-proof product. If you've always wanted to use a cream blush and you were afraid that it might be patchy, that you don't know how to blend, that you're a beginner, but you really want to use something creamy and beautiful and natural, try this. It's the makeup for dummies category kind of a product. Lately, I love to mix the Storm and Dusk. Because I have them all, you know, I like to do you know, little mix between them. It's that color that I usually have or used to have when I would sit in the sun for a long time. It would be totally damaging for the skin, but I loved that flush that I had in my cheeks. That's the color that I'm trying to recreate. I think these two colors really mimic that. This is a 133 brush from MAC. When I'm trying to give myself that very sun-kissed skin, I use a lot of blush, especially on like this part of the face, because that's where I normally, if I sit in the sun without sunscreen, that's where I would get super red. You guys, this is exactly my color. Like, it's crazy how much resembles with um, my natural skin color when it gets a little burn from the sun. And the same thing I apply on the bridge of the nose. That makes it look a little bit more realistic. I like to use two powders to set my makeup in place. It might sound like this is a little bit too much. Trust me, if you use this powder from Pat McGrath, this is for the under eyes. If you happen to have wrinkles like I do, and if your concealer usually creases, and if you feel like all the powders in the world just makes your wrinkles even more obvious, then I think you're gonna love this, because I feel like this is the only powder that is going to set my concealer in place without emphasizing my fine lines and wrinkles around the eyes. So I'm literally addicted to this powder at this point. I've taken a little bit of product with my Hakuhoro Kokutan brush. The concealer stays really pretty, like it did not crease. But this powder, I'm telling you, the second one is also from Pat McGrath, but it's the loose powder. I like to use the color Light 1. With this, I just get on the center of the face, like the forehead, the nose, but especially around my mouth, because there's a lot of movement and I smile a lot and I laugh a lot. You know, I want to make sure that my foundation is going to stay put and that I'm also not going to shine in this area. I'll move on with bronzer, and this is the new bronzer from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the airbrush bronzer, and I'm using the color number 2. The product in itself, it's amazing. I just find that the packaging is a little bit too big, like too much. I love it. It's very eye-catching, but I would have loved to have her keep the same packaging as for powder, because this is the same formula as their airbrush powder. It takes a lot of space in my kit. That's the problem. Reference 05 brush. Again, I do a quick swipe on the brow bone and then on the nose as well. All right, Glossier Sky Wash, and this is in the color Palm. I need to tell you something about these eyeshadows. So first of all, they come in a bunch of colors. Again, it's the kind of product that it's just mistake proof. Like, there's no way you could screw it. I've used all of them, but then there is one particular in this whole collection that has like a lime color. That one had a very different consistency than all the rest of them, and I didn't really like the finish. But then all of these nudes, all of these like earthy tones, beautiful pigment, like they blend like a dream. And check out this color, like it's the most natural. I love when I discover products that my clients can apply. I'm always on a hunt for mistake-proof products. And this will dry matte. You see, it's just like a wash of color. It's a very, very light caramel. Marc Jacobs has this fantastic product, the highliner, that's how they call it. And these come in a bunch of colors. I love this one in particular, especially for summer. Let me tell you exactly the name. Rococoa. Who cares? It's in the description box. Now, the reason why I like this so much is because it's a very soft brown and it's not matte, which makes it less harsh. Now this is the kind of product that wherever you apply it, like it's not moving. That's where it stays. And you could totally use black, but I think that brown is just a little bit more like forgiving. Marc Jacobs At Lashed Mascara. I would say that this is more like an everyday mascara. I will show you in a second what it does on my lashes, and you could just judge it yourself. I like it because this one does not flake, so you will not, at the end of the day, you will not have those like little black spots under your eyes. This is what it looks like. What do you guys think? Those of you who follow me for a while, you know how my lashes look with other mascaras, so I'd love to know your opinion. Very, very different from the Velvet Noir mascara from Marc Jacobs as well. That one gives you like crazy volume. This is more like natural, as you can see, gives you those like spiky kind of lashes. I'm like, look, look. If there's one product that I like from Benefit, actually, no, I like more than one. I like Hoola Bronzer, but Gimme Brow is among my favorite products from Benefit. This is a tinted brow gel, and I'm using the color 3.5. This is like a lazy day eyebrow product. Like if you have eyebrows, but they're very, very like thin and blonde, then I think that you're going to like this because it does exactly what you need. It colors them. It also holds them in place. So I don't know if you could see, like with the tip of this tiny little brush, I just make sure I coat every single hair that normally you don't see. This is very different than any pencil or like pen for eyebrows because this is literally for the hair. Most of the products for eyebrows are for the skin between your hair. Incredibly natural. I love this. I will take this palette. This is Complexion Enhancing Highlighting Palette from Too Faced. And I will use this highlighter right here. This is so beautiful. This comes in 4 different colors. I am medium. This one is medium. Morphe M416 brush. I'll use this highlighter first in the inner corner. You don't see me doing this a lot with highlighters, but whenever I do like a super natural makeup look, I love to do this. And then I'll take the A23 brush from Anastasia. I'll dip it into this glow and then get this on the highest parts of the cheek a little bit so it looks like, you know, the skin has a natural shine. It's very, very easy to overdo the highlighter. I am sometimes guilty of that. A little bit of highlighter on the bridge of my nose. I know a lot of people do the tip of the nose, but the tip of my nose is round and already shines. So I never do that. Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude Lip Liner. Fenty Beauty lipstick in Glazed. This has the most incredible texture. I mean, you have to understand that this is very creamy, so if you press a lot, it's sort of going to melt. I wanted you to know this, but this just feels amazing, and in my opinion, it looks fantastic. It's like you're coating your lips with a very luxurious layer of lipstick that is going to immediately erase all the wrinkles. If you have wrinkles, I've got a lot on my lower lip. And this comes in 10 different colors, but I don't need to do the work to present you this product. This speaks for itself. It's beautiful, beautiful. I personally love in summer to have hydrated lips. I mean, I love all year round to have hydrated lips, but in summer in particular, I like this high shine. It It's almost like a gloss, but it does not feel like a gloss at all. Kissing, forget about it. I mean, this is super hydrating. You're gonna leave a mark. The color's amazing. The finish is amazing. If you like a high shine finish. I'm going to finish this makeup with the Tatcha, the Satin Skin Mist. This is the kind of mist that you could apply on bare skin if you want to take that shine away, and if you don't want to apply powder, or you could apply this on top of your makeup to give you that, literally it's just a satin finish. It doesn't completely like mattify your face. I definitely recommend you this if you have oily or combination skin. I like to apply this on the center of my face. Like I said, I get very oily in there. All right, guys, this is the final look. Let me take you a little bit further away so you could see the whole thing. All right, now this is the final look. I really hope you enjoyed this. It's definitely a very easy makeup look. It's very young, it's very fresh, and it gives me that happy mood. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know if there are any products that you would like to know a bit more details. If you have any questions, I'd love to answer you. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. I've only started like recently, about 3 weeks ago, to include other people in my tutorials, and once a week I make sure that I do someone else's makeup, not just on myself. So make sure you follow me on Instagram so you don't miss that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!